I was going through my bills today, and I realized, I had to check out my credit cards. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how many of you out there got credit card bills, but if you have credit card bills, it's because you don't have the cash. I mean, it's. I think it's pretty much, unless you get those promotions. Those promotions are pretty good, but they're not giving them out anymore. Well, they're not giving them out to me anymore. I get some promotions, but not the big ones. Not the well, actually, that's why one of my credit cards is, because I got one of those 0% for whatever 18 months. Was it 18 months? Or was it 6 months? It was a while. And so I took advantage of it. But you have to pay it. If you don't pay it within the time frame that they give you, then you get whacked with that huge APR, right? So that's the game that they're playing right there. They're betting on you, or hoping that you can't. Here's our first copper. That's a nice one too. They're hoping that you can't pay it within the time frame, so that way they can get their. I think some of them are like 35% interest, which is huge, right? So you're saying to yourself, or I said to myself, that's nice. Look how flat it is on the bottom. See the letters, how flat they are? Let me see. Look at the collar. 98. All the letters are pretty flat. How about no white? Oh, you got to be kidding me, man. This is so horrible. Look at this. Is this a wide or a close AM? It better be a close AM, man. Look at this, man. The one time I find a possible white AM, and it has to be dirty, and the AM. I gotta clean this, man. I'll put it to the side. Man, does that look wide? Let me look at it. Let me find a 9. I'll save this for. I gotta put it on a sticky. I'll forget. I'll have to do a separate video on it. It takes too long. I have to clean it, and I have to look up what white AMs look like. I'll just put white AM question mark on it. Man, it looks a little bit like a white AM to me, man. And there's one of them that's expensive. I can't remember if it's the 80, the 98, or the 99. All right, another copper. This one's beat up. It's too bad because, man, look at those letters. Tell me they're not twisty. Is it from the damage? I don't even know if it matters. And so I'm looking at my, my income, and my YouTube income is negligible, just about. I mean, maybe it covers the pennies for the month, plus the gas money, plus my lunch while I go out to get it or whatever. If I do that once a month, that's about it. $150, $160. And I'm looking at my time frame to pay off my credit cards, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be close. Oh, that's a big blister. Look at that monster. Big, almost a hole straight through. I wish it was straight through. It's a 92. It better not be a close AM. Well, even if it was a close AM, it would probably be worth a few dollars, even with the blister. But it's not. Oh, look at this. We got a bunch of stuff going on this roll. Little little mistakes on the shield. I think so. Because that's what they look like, but I'd never seen two of them before like that. And I started thinking about, you know, because I like to do mine little investments, you know, pick up some marbles here and there, pick up a silver coin here and there, pick up a baseball, or here goes another 90. Oh no, the other one was a 98. Sorry. Close. See, that's a close Sam. See how close they are? And if we look at the other one, the dirty one, so stupid. That's not, is this it? Yes, is it? No, it's not. Oh, this is it here. See, that's what a wide AM is supposed to look like. That's a close AM, excuse me. Man, that looks like the wide. I'm telling you, that looks like the wide AM, man. Um, you know, the only other little thing I got is I got these pennies, you know, and every day I separate. Oh, look at all these 2099s. Yeah, that's close. And I say, okay, well, I'm dividing, taking copper out. That's going to be worth something. I separate my errors. Um, how thick this is, and I think it's look at that. It's I thought this was zinc. Look kind of odd on the reverse. Look how thick it is. That is so thick. I have to wait. It's a 1960, so it is it's a variety. What an interesting penny roll this is turning out to be. Look at slightly. This keeps going up. Slightly underweight, actually. Not out of tolerance, but lower than what it's typically, which is 3.1. It's 3.04. Oh, look at that. Color error too. That's a nice one. Except for that, man. Might be worth cleaning up. Excuse me. Too close. And another 92. Wow. Look at this 92. Holy Wide AM 92? Holy let me pause. Okay. All right. Jesse the dummy. The 92 comes in wide AM. Yeah, boy. Not close AM. It's the close AM that's worth money. I'm screwing up here. It's the close AM. Yeah, the close AM, I guess, would be touching each other. We found another 92 before. Where's the other 92 we found before? I just want to make sure I make a mistake on the previous 92. I really thought we found a 92 before. Then I put it down here. That's a 60. Oh yeah, the other 92 was the one with the hole in it. Okay, that's a real wide AM. And let's look at the one we just found. The 92 close AM is the one that's worth the. See, I make mistakes too. A lot of mistakes. Yeah, that's wide. Right, that's the 92. Yeah, that's wide. And they got to be like touching to be the close AM. That's worth $100. You know, they're selling the 1992. They're calling it the wide AM. They're selling them for $2.40 on eBay because I just looked it up, and he sold 100 of them for $2.40, calling it the wide AM. Meanwhile, that's just the normal penny. That's crazy, man. All right, and you know, I got what I do is maybe I'll talk about this in my next video. What I do is I put the errors, the wide AMs, the die clashes. I put them into separate boxes, right? I separate all my errors or and interesting coins, and I put them into 3 separate boxes. One is I call it junk. The other one I call intermediate, and then the third one I call good or better or something like that. And you know, like with minor die clashes and stuff like that, and you know, the junk ones might be $1 a piece, or I might look at them again and then put them back into tubes. The medium ones are ones that I think are worth between like $1 and $5, and then the good ones are like $10 plus, right? And then of course I separate my copper, and I do this as it's my little form of saving slash investing slash. And we got a wheat sim. We'll leave that for last. We'll leave that. That'll be our last penny we check. What a great penny roll this has been. Great, absolutely tremendous. Look at this, the surface on this one. The clad, the copper plating adhered incorrectly. It's not worth anything, but it's cool looking. And that's my little thing, you know. And it's something that we all, anyone can do, right? You know, the trickiest part really is learning the errors, like the one that I was having issues with today, which is the wide and close AM. All right, it's the 83. We have to take a look, make sure it's not copper. You can tell by the surface it's bumpy. It's not copper. Some people weigh them, or I don't. And I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm glad that's a nice 2010. And I'm glad that, you know, it's something I can share with all of you. This little tiny cheap, so cheap, right? I mean, this is not something that is going to impact this is not something that's going to impact your pocket. 50 cents a day. And you could bring back the zincs if you want, which, you know, 90% are zinc, 80-90% are zinc. So that's not going to affect you. You could bring that back. And so it really would only be about, if you just kept the copper, and then maybe the 1 or 2 rare zinc errors you find, you know, you could bring back 80 cents, 40 cents out of the 50 cents. So it's really like 10 cents a day, you know, if you think about it. And out of that 10 cents, I look at that. That's how soft the zinc is. It bent it. Oh, it bent it in multiple places. It dented it, bent it, whatever you want to call it. And that's something that for 10 cents a day. Oh, another. We looked at. Okay, look at that. A set I hardly ever find. And it has a filled in B. Has a filled in B. Right or wrong? It looks like a die chip in B. A 46. I don't think any of the 40s are key dates or anything like that. What a great penny roll hunt this has been. Tremendous. And if that's a 98 wide AM, I have to, if that is, depending on if that, I forget, or 99, whatever it is, there's a valuable one. I don't know if that's it or not. What do you think? Post mint damage? Oh, is that if that's a strike through, that's money. If that is a strike, a 69D, let me take a picture of this. Let me look at this under the loop. I think this is a strike through. It looks like it's something impressed. There is a slight small scratch on the bottom of the line there, like indicating that, no, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think this is a strike through. What would it be? What would it have been? Like a little sliver of metal or piece of string? Wow. If that's a strike through, it's a $20 penny. It's a nice condition. It's a $20 penny. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a great penny roll hunt this has been. And it's little things like this. So you know what? This is a great penny roll that kind of relates to what I'm talking about, right? Look at all this copper. We found a lot of copper. We found some wheat cents. The wheat cents are worth, 10 cents, 15 cents a piece. Oh, an 82 small date. And it's rusted. A rusted 82. That's another error coin. I gotta weigh it. If it's zinc, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth more or less if it's zinc. I could try to take a guess of what I think it is. I would think it's copper. Yep. A copper 82 small date. And see the 82s. The 82s are a mixture year, right? Some are zinc, some are copper. And who knows in all the so that's from contamination. Some steel fell into the mixture. This is another valuable coin. I mean, sometimes you find it with a little copper, but this is great. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And we still got that last let me look at that M. We still got that last wheat cent to look at. Oh, look at this. Has a die clash. Look at the die clash. You see it? Look at this, man. It's not that strong. Well, it is kind of strong. You can see that really strong part inside the bay over here. Oh, look, and here goes the head coming out. Is that the head, or is that a repeat of the stairs here? Oh, wow. How about on the front? See, you can see the little line here. That could have been from one of the columns, but they cleaned up the front, and they couldn't get it out of the bay. Wow, what a tremendous penny roll! So, you can make a few bucks off your. Here goes another 92. We're looking for the close AM. And it's the wide AM. Okay, of course. So you can make a few bucks off of your pennies, you know. You keep 10 of them, you keep the coppers, you keep the wheat cents, you keep the errors, you keep the die clashes. 88, we're looking for the flare G. No flare G. And, you know, you do that every day. And, you know, maybe you'll find an extra. I mean, it's not much. Maybe on average, if it averages out to $1 a day, you know, whatever, that's at 365 a year. You know, obviously 10 cents of that would be from the face value. And I don't know, you know, it's a little something you could do that's kind of fun. It's kind of free. And maybe you'll make a couple bucks. You know, maybe you'll get lucky and I mean, better than wasting your money on scratch offs and stuff like that. That's just, it's another 88. It's not a flare G either. If we would have found the flare G, that would have been a nice 50 spot right there. You know, all right. So let's look at this. Here's our last. We found 2 wheat cents today. That I think in all the time of me coin roll hunting, I found 2 wheat cents maybe 5 times. 45. So we found a 45 and a 46. So let's look that. I'm gonna look that up real quick on eBay. See what they're selling for. It's fine condition. 1945 wheat penny. They put no mint mark, like if that's something special. Yeah, they're not worth much. Where'd it go? Let me go lowest first. I mean, you got to think about it. Even if they say $1 or $2, it costs $1 to ship it, you know? Let me go to buy it now. Yeah, they're $1. Well, those aren't in good condition. Oh yeah, in good condition, they're $1.07. So, you know, they put us, what is it, 60-cent stamp on it, the envelope, you know. So, and that's probably pretty close to what it's worth, 30 cents, 25 cents, 30 cents. But still, I found a quarter in my penny roll. So that is tremendous. We found 2 wheat cents. That's 50 cents. We found this possible wide AM. Let's look at this a little closer. All right, I have to clean this. What does the 98 wide AM go for? 1998 wide AM. Yeah, beat up ones sell for $5. It's not the expensive one's the 99. See, and a lot of these that they're showing aren't the wide AM. That's a wide AM. Here's one for $10. See, that's a wide AM. That's how far apart it's supposed to be. And all right, you know what? Let me just get this over with. Let me clean it. I have too many other pennies to do short. Let me grab the alcohol from over here. I'll pour a drop. Okay, I poured a drop on it. Number 2. Where's my little cleaner here? And let's see if that comes off or not. It's $5 if it's a wide AM, you know, $5-6. Oh man, it's coming out though. That's the surprising part. Let me use my fingernail. Let me put the light on too. It is not the wide AM. I'm glad I didn't waste my time on another video. No, it's not the wide AM. They're just about touching on the bottom. Okay, good. Very good. What an action-packed video this has been. I hope you enjoyed it. God bless. Please click like and subscribe. Do you have any credit card bills you're trying to get down? Or, you know, are you financially independent and don't care about pennies? Even if you were rich, I think you would, maybe you still like penny roll hunting. All right, God bless, and I'll see you on the next one. This is episode 513, I believe. Yep, I'll see you in episode 514.